Silverstone Racing League, and was here with Yogurt, but he seems to have disappeared because of he's back. He's having some cable issues, I think, Yogurt. So hope if he does,
should be fixed.
yeah. But if he does have some problems with his cable, he should be. He won't. I'll be here just in case. So, how is everyone doing tonight at the British Grand Prix? Hope you're all well. And what a way to start off the round. 20 drivers in here. This is going to be an epic round, to say the least, because the British GP provides amazing action as always, as it does. And we've got 20 drivers here, so this should be entertaining to watch. And we should be going in about a few minutes' time, or unless something happens. But we should be going. It is 8 o'clock, and this is going to be very interesting for a brand new season tonight. And I can't wait for it. Hello, Yogurt. Yes. How are you?
Yes, I'm good, and we have a few new people. So it's gonna be, we have, I think Louis Lad is new. James TLH44, obviously a Lewis Hamilton fan. And we have Indian Jesus, New Potato. I think those four are new. So it's quite interesting to see how those will get on. We've seen some things in the test race. You didn't got streamed on the CRL channel. Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, I didn't stream it on the CRL channel because it was just very last minute thing. But it doesn't matter because it wasn't supposed to be streamed. But I just wanted to test out my commentary skills. Made a few mistakes now and then, but hopefully that don't happen. Especially with Origin and Original, they're both here tonight. Origin and Original, so I've got to pronounce their names right. Otherwise, I'm gonna get so confused.
Yeah. That's always confusing.
Hello, JD. Hello, Brady Pollock. How are you doing?
JD, terminal illness. Yo, JD here.
Most people tend to watch the races after the live stream because they don't want to watch it during it. Because I noticed in every Div 1 in different leagues, people don't watch Div 1, they watch it afterwards. But in Div 2, there's loads of streams. There's loads of people watching the stream. I think it's just taking it more seriously because it's like Div 1 and you want to be the best out of all of them. Thought it was just me, but it's not. It's everybody else as well in other leagues. So yeah, I did my research on that to see why people were watching the streams. I could have just asked, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, last time I think we had 17 drivers, and I believe like the whole field was within 1.2 seconds. And yeah, yeah, we'll see how it is today. But I reckon it's gonna be very close. I reckon you're gonna have to be within 8/10 to even get out of within 8/10 of the leader to even get out of Q1, which is. Pretty insane if you think about it.
A tight field then, as we always like to see. Brady Pollock says I have the same thing. What do you have the same thing of? I don't understand.
I'm having a brain fart. I know what
So we enter Q1 then, so you know the schedule for tonight. So 18-minute qualifying session for Q1. I think it's like, yeah, the top 15 go through, the bottom 5 get knocked out. In Q2 it's a 10-minute not 10-minute session, 16 seconds, 16-minute session, or 15-minute session. The top 10 go through and they have to start on the tyres they set the fastest lap on, their fastest lap, and the guys outside the top 10 will get knocked out and have the choice to start what tyres they want to, preferably the medium tyres in their case because they're further down. Q3, the top 10 shootout en route for pole position then as we head off into this qualifying session for Q1, so it should be a nice and steady qualifying session. JP Van Zyl says good luck guys.
Ooh. This makes it a lot more interesting.
Oh. Yeah,
so it's intermediate conditions, it seems. So yeah, I hope it's gonna be dried out because I like qualifying in the dry a bit more. But
in the race, it'll take a long time. But because we're on a timer, it doesn't take long. It takes the same amount of time as it does in a dry qualifying session because we're on a timer. So these qualifying sessions should be like an hour long. Then afterwards we can go to the race. If it's wet in the race, it'll take longer, obviously, because we're still on we're on a clock down climb. No, we're not. Are we on a timer in race? Because there's a 2-hour time limit. But does that apply in the real life race? Sam Draper, welcome to the stream, mate. And clear skies in tier 2. So be interesting to see what tier 2 could do. I did commentate for tier 2. With Jonathan, I hope he's still there. He's a good commentator, nice guy. But I've been promoted to Div 1 with Yogurt.
I just joined you. Yeah, that's basically.
So we've got some guys coming out the pit lane. I think they spent their times making their setups because they did spend a bit of time in the pit. So let's see how they do that. They're coming out the pits right now. I think the AlphaTauri, it's the McLaren that's first out on track, and that is Origin Gamma. What would you say your opinions are? What would you say your opinions are of Origin Gamma?
Last season he was, I think, a midfield driver. I think the field has gone a bit stronger, so if he's not getting faster, he might be at the back a bit, but maybe we're gonna be surprised, we'll see. Did he participate in the test race last week? I'm not sure.
We know Duwell, we know Harvey Lees, we know Ferg, and the usual contenders has got some good pace. Harvey Lees.
And maybe, as we saw last week, Indian Jesus will be in the mix as well.
Indian Jesus, he surprised me a lot. He's got actually decent pace.
Yeah, so yeah.
Who else has surprised me? Back, M66 back can bring up some surprises.
To look out for. He's a bit of the, he's always the guy that stands in the shadow, but he always comes out.
He's in the shadow at first, but he starts to come out after a few races.
Yeah, so yeah, that's definitely one to look out for, because he might be on the podium a few races. I can see that happening.
The Duchy of Strouds has been promoted to Div 1.
Boy.
Yoga's boy Strouds.
He was in Div 1.
He was in there for one race at France until I think he went back to Div 2. I don't know what happened between him, but he's in Div 1 now. So on board with Origin Gamma then as he starts his lap.
Dutch boy.
Let's see how it takes turn 1. He fully lifts off the... Oh, he almost loses the rear end. I wonder what setups they got on, because I don't know if it's dry for the race or not. Oh, Yogurt's left. Yogurt? You there?
Yeah. My cable.
His cable.
Don't worry about it.
So as you can see, half throttle for Origin Gamma throughout the whole of turn 4 and 5, trying not to spin the rears up and get the best possible exit you can as we head en route to turn 5 and turn 6 then. Braking before the 50 metre board. Get as close to the curve as you can. On the throttle we go again. There was half throttle this time again in Luffield. On the throttle, half throttle again. Look at that, short shifting, being so careful and cautious coming out of Brooklands. I meant Luffield, as now we go towards Cops through the right hander, usually flat out in the dry race, but obviously not in the wet. Goes down a gear because he was in low revs at 7th gear. Coming through Magnus and Beckett's, nice and easy from him. Nice and tidy from Origin Gamma there. So his only mistake I've seen so far on his lap is the first corner. Heading into the second corner, he did lose the rear end, but he managed to save it. As now we head towards Stowe. Let's see how he takes this. I don't think it should be too difficult, Stowe. Just slow on the exit and develop some speed coming out of it, which he has done. So that was nice and tidy from him. The last 3 corners then, let's see how he takes this. This is a traction zone. Especially these 2 corners right here. Will he lose the rear end? Will he start sliding? No, he doesn't. Nice and careful and cautious as he heads towards the line. It's a 38.9 for his first attempt, so I think that's a decent lap time. I don't know what times they should be setting in the rain, but it's a 38.9.
No clue.
So I think the Renault's next to come across the line. Is that original Civic? No, it's not. It's his teammate Beastie Boy. Apparently he's still in the pits.
Ooh, Newt Potato. That's a great lap. Already so, he's first place.
So we've got some times coming in Yogurt, and the quickest is a 38.2 from New Potato. So that's a cautious lap from Origin Gamma. It wasn't too bad,
Release goes to P1.
P1 from him then. Good performance by him so far. Duval's in 3rd place. He's 3/10 off.
Ferg went off track last over the line, but he still went quickest. So didn't do that bad. Louis Ladd, he's I think new in the steer, and he goes to P4.
The Alfa Romeo, we've got a rev glitch with him, or I have at least.
Yeah, you have only.
Indian Jesus in 4th.
Yeah, Indian Jesus 4th. It's already getting close. Chris is, I believe, next, and he is next. So let's see what he can do. We also have Civi. He goes to P7, and we had Chris go to P11. He set a very cautious lap. He is about 3 seconds slower than Bacchus.
Oh, we've got 2 Chris's. I was confused about Chris. Oh, he almost loses the car. Does Krishna?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you also have Panda.
Yeah, we've got Panda.
I'll just call him Krishna.
Yeah, I call him Krishna because I got confused. I was like, Yogurt, he's in the pits, mate, but I realised we've got 2 of them.
Alright,
Look,
Strauss, I think as well.
I was on board with Inemo, and still am, and he's sliding through turn 1 and turn 2, so he just needs to be cautious on that occasion. I do believe Where is he?
Go on.
Where is he?
I'm just looking at my boy Strauss, man. He's in cops.
Strauss. Right, go on.
I cursed him. No. He went off track.
I actually don't know who to go on board with because there's so many drivers that are like, we're going to go on board.
Irish New Potato, look at that. P1 at the moment. We also have Ferg, he's not on a lap. Harvey is not on a lap. We have, I think Indian G's on a lap, but he is improving actually. So it's only half a temp. We'll still have a look, see what he can do.
Origin Gamma has gone up into
Oh, Duel already gets P1. 37.5.
So Gamma on his second lap, we saw him do the first lap time and he's gone much quicker than his original, so that was a very good one from Orange Gamma. 38.1, I do believe he set a 38.9 and he's improved 8 tenths, and so found some confidence in the car. As you said, Duval's gone quickest.
Indian Jesus only improves by a little bit, it doesn't gain him a position.
He's invalidated turn 1.
The real DC invalidated as well. Who's next?
Mr. AJ's on a lap. He's a 41.0, but that's a banker, I believe, because I did see him when I was on board with him. He put it down into 0, so I think I assumed he must have made a mistake.
Origin Gamma is on a lap again. He's going for Stone now. Ooh. I didn't see if he was improving or not, but he might be. We'll see. He's the next one anyway. I'll see. Irish New Potato is, I think, also on a lap. So
30.6 in the first sector from AJ. I don't know what's the best sector is. I'll go on board. I'll go and see.
In the dry, you want to be in the 27s, and there goes Origin Gamma to P3, and his teammates goes into the pit. So P3 for Origin Gamma. It's looking pretty good.
Origin Gamma 38.9, a 38.1, now a 37.6. That's how much he's improving, because he's finding his confidence at his feet as he keeps going on, like everybody else does. So Origin Gamma, with his teammate of course, was second and third. That's not bad from the two McLarens. I believe Duval's going quickest, because when I saw his sector times, I saw him set a 30.5. He comes across the line.
And he comes across the line and he obliterates everyone by 5 tenths.
AJ, where is he? He is currently coming towards Stowe. He's 3 seconds improvement from him, so this should put him in the 38 somewhere. If he can find more time to that last set, but a bit twitchy in Stowe, so I might lose him a few tenths. There's his teammate ahead of him. Teammate
my boy Strauss. Let's look at him first.
Strauss comes across the line, goes up into 11th. AJ comes across the line.
Next, and he goes to P2. So yeah, he's pretty close behind Duval.
So that was his second lap time. So that was a good attempt from AJ there. It's a Honda 1-2 with a Renault 3-4.
Very good lap.
So we know who's on a lap then? We know Origin Gamma has put a lot of fuel in the car because he's gone for like 3 attempts. As we've got James on a lap, he's improved in the first sector by 3 tenths.
4 tenths. That's quite a lot for just one sector. So let's see what he can do. Is it James with a Z on the end of his name? Because I think you have to spell it like James. Just like
James. It depends if he's English or not. Let's see.
Maybe yes. I don't know. Please tell me in the Discord if you watch this.
He is British, so I don't think he's called James. As Duval's gone quick. Oh, it just popped up on my screen. Duval's gone quickest because I paused and it reset. Who was I going to talk about? Panda. Oh, he was on the wet tyres. He switched over to the For a brief moment, he went on the wet tyres, so I thought it was getting heavier, but he switched back onto the intermediates.
Well, James was improving by 8 tenths going into the final sector, so what will it be when he comes across the line? It will be 1.2 seconds. So that's every sector he did, he improved by 4 tenths. So.
Oh, Harvey Lees has gone off the track in turn 2 on his way to turn 3. Lost the rear end as he made his switch towards the left corner. Basically he was going into turn 2, then going into turn 3 with a wide entry, but it didn't work, so he went off the track instead. Louis Ladd on a lap, you say?
No, Godly Noob.
Godly Noob.
I think ahead of him is Strauss, but he has invalidated, yes. Ooh, Godly Noob a bit out of shape out of the final corner. That cost him quite a lot of time. But he still sets a 38.0, but I'll tell you now, there's a lot of time in that lap, so...
Nathan Booth coming towards Cops. He hasn't set a lap time yet with Panda, Beastie Boy, and the real DC. DC's on his out lap. I saw him coming out the pits with when I was on board in the car.
On a lap. He comes across the final corner. He's gonna improve by a bit, but only 1 position. So he's gonna have to find quite a bit more time actually. So hopefully he can do that. Nathan is on a lap.
12.4 the middle sector. I don't know how good that is or how bad
No,
it is,
I
but
don't think that's good enough. I think that's like 1.4 seconds slower than Godly Noob or something. And he goes, yeah, I was about to say, that's probably an invalidation.
that was quite harsh, you know, because he wasn't all out, was he?
No, but yeah, you just can't go over the track there, yeah.
Yeah, he could
That's
do it in the
basically
last
how
game.
works. Harvey Lees is on a lap, he's gonna come across the line as 8. Oh my god, yeah, there goes Nathan. Nathan is out of Q1.
Did he... what?
He spun out the final corner.
Oh dear, Nathan...
M66 back, goes across the line, he's not gonna improve.
Nathan will be starting in last place
Seems
then.
like it's getting wetter, mate.
It does seem like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it seems like
Oh
if you
dear,
want to set
Nathan.
your time, you have to set it now, because Louis is going to come across the line, he's going to improve by a bit, which is nice. So 38.0, I think we have Ferrari, that's the Will DC who starts his lap.
So, the drivers at risk then are Gingy, Panda, Beastie Boy, who's on an outlap, and
Strauss spun as well at the final corner.
I think Stroud, I don't know, because look at the gap between 40 to 50, 7 tenths. I think Stroud could be safe, but he needs to improve it just in case. Who's that car ahead of Chris Panda? Is that a Racing Point ahead of him? No, it's not Alpha.
That's a Racing Point.
Yeah, it's a Racing Point.
This is Gingy who's on his outlap, so he's probably gonna let him through.
I think he came out at the wrong time. You know what I mean, Yogurt?
Yeah, he came out way too late, probably. Alright, I think Harvey Lees is. Oh no, he's not.
And where's DC at then? DC's coming out of Luffield, so he's just behind Panda, who's coming through Stowe. I mean, Cops.
Panda's next to come across the line, so we'll have a look at him. See how it does. The Maggots and Beckett's. And here we have Chapel. Gingy has to get out of the way, which he does very nicely.
Hey, so a 12.4.
11.6.
A 12.4 for Nathan. So 11.6 for Panda.
Yeah. But we never knew what time Nathan said, so...
Yeah, exactly. What could he have said? Did you see before he spun?
No, I was looking at... I think Harvey Lees was behind him, so... I didn't really look at it.
I don't know.
Alright, so... What will Chris said? Let's see.
He double shifted into 5th gear. And he comes across the line.
And it does work for him, so I don't give him any blame for that. And he goes to P12.
The VLDC...
It's not really safe yet.
The VLDC comes across the line. Where can he go? P11.
P11.
Beastie Boy's next. No, he's not. Where is it? He is in the Renault. What's he going to be in the first sector? 30.4 purple apparently.
That's good. That's good. That's very good.
And Gingy's out there somewhere. He's coming into
yeah, he's
turn 5.
him, but he's not looking good, Gingy. He already went off the track when I looked at him. So
he should have came out because you know if the first lap's not always good because you always make mistakes on the first lap. The second or third lap is your best lap in the rain.
Yeah.
Your first lap's never perfect in the rain.
Normally in the rain, because I drive no assist basically, so no line. I just brake very early, basically every corner, just to check the grip. And on the second lap, you always be like
Last
much quicker.
2019 game, I used to brake so late with no ABS because everybody else was using ABS and I wasn't. I could just brake so much later than them, and it was so beautiful because I love the overtakes. A 10.4 in the middle sets. That's a good lap time.
10.4. That's a second quicker than Panda. So.
Panda's a 13.2.
I think even 1.2 seconds. Didn't he have a 10.6? And yet Panda had a 38.4. So I think we're looking at P3 time, even with the last sector unincluded. So, oh, that's a bit of a mistake though. So let's see what BC Boys can actually do.
Keep it nice and tidy as he comes across the line. It's going to be a 37.3. He's a third. Wow, that's a good lap time.
Very close.
That's a good. That's his first attempt, Yogurt. He's got more in the bag for him, and he made a few mistakes as well. But that's still a good lap time from Beastie Boy. So Owen's got more time to improve.
So let's see what he can do.
8 tenths faster in the second sector. It says 4/15th.
This Gingy went to P15, but I know for a fact there's a lot more time in that because he went off track at turn 3, but he has no fuel. Normally in the rain you want to do a lot of laps after each other because you don't really feel the effectiveness of tire wear on the rain, as Duo retires in the pits, so no worries.
Krishna then will
AJ retires in the pits as well.
So I dare say this will be Krishna's final lap, unless he's got I think this is his last lap.
He's not feeling safe, Ferg.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
He's gonna come across the line for to start his lap, not to end his lap.
Krishna, 39.7, needs to find a lot of time. So how much time does he need to find? About 1.5 seconds to get into Q2?
Wait, I'll check for... Krishna, he needs to find... Yeah... 1 second. a bit more.
To be in the safe side, by 1.3, 1.4 seconds.
As Ferg spun, so he wanted to get out to be safe, but
Ferg needs to head off into the pits because he's risking his car to be crashed.
Yeah.
Oh, Krishna almost spun. He loses control of the car. He did improve in the first sector, Krishna, but I think he's threw away all of that hard work he did in the first sector. I do believe he's on no traction. I do believe he's on no traction, so fair play to him. Yellow flags in this next part of the track, and that is a car that's going slowly, and who is that? Oh, keep it that. Oh, Chris. Yeah, he's lost a lot of time. I think he needs to back out of this lap and go for another one. But he needs to get out of the way with the car coming. And that car is an Alfa Romeo, and I think that's iNemo behind him. Krishna just needs to get out of the way, unless he's going to go for it. 5 turns down, so he just needs to back out.
P10. And Indian Jesus
obliterated the time with a 36.9.
Debut, so he's looking pretty quick.
On board with. That's not iNemo, that's another car that's behind him. So I think it's Louis Lad. No, it's not Louis Lad. Who's the Alfa Romeo? It's Gotting up.
He's gonna start his final lap. I believe Gingy spun. Yes, he spun.
iNemo's a few.
Behind. Yeah, iNemo is alright.
iNemo's a few hundreds down in the first sector, so he needs to find that second sector. Sorry, he needs to find more time.
He is in the danger zone at the moment, so he's gonna have to improve.
Once he crosses the line, that's his last attempt. He's got this one and the next one.
Oh, he went a bit deep though. That's gonna cost him quite a lot of time. Also on the exit of that one. So this last lap of him is gonna have to count if he's not gonna have enough for now. No, he's not.
So it's his last attempt then to do anything about it.
Our release 36.7.
That's my boy.
Origin Gamma, he comes across the line, but he doesn't improve. We have, I think, Louis Lett. Yes, he is.
That's
improving
Krishna.
at the moment.
Krishna is out of Q1. He's made a mistake, and that's his lap time done.
He wasn't feeling confident in the wet, you could see that.
Oh, I think the Dutchie's on a good lap time. A 11.0. Stroud, if he continues with this pace, he'll make it to Q2, so keep up, Stroud. Make no mistakes.
Look at Irish New Potato, he's improving as well, so he might be able to maybe get up to P4. Doesn't really matter because it's Q1, but it's still nice for your ego, I guess.
Oh, so, come on, Stroud.
Yeah, P4. Come on, Strauss, my boy. Come on, go on.
The Dutchman comes across the line. Can he get inside? Yes, he can.
But is he gonna make it? Even in P12? I think he will.
M66 back has been knocked out of Q2.
We were talking about him. He might be on the podium a few times, but he's gonna get knocked out here.
iNemo's still left. iNemo's still left. It's a 10.9, so he's improving.
Original Civi isn't safe, I can tell you that. Oh, Civi's gonna be out of this one.
Original Civi's only chance is iNemo's to make a mistake. If iNemo make a mistake, if Civi's in.
But I think iNemo knows that he's up enough to get into Q2. So he's not gonna take too much risks.
On the power he goes.
He's gonna come across the line for P10.
That was a good Q1 session already. So the drivers that's been knocked out is Original Civi, sorry. This is Gingy, M66 back, Krishna, and Nathan Booth, who did not set a lap time in Q1 unfortunately.
The surprises for me are Nathan back and maybe Civi not, but Nathan and back. I expected them, especially Nathan in Q3. But so yeah. Not their day today.
My day has been a chilled day. Thank you very much.
Don't think Nathan's race is gonna be chilled.
What about you, mate? Open start chat, got a load of messages, and Harvey Lee sent me a message too. he put duck in rain. I think he meant the F word instead of D word.
The D word. Alright, so yeah, we already went through the results of the people who got knocked out, but we'll go through the rest of them. RV Lee's set the fast lap time with a 36.7. Then we have Indian Jesus. This is debut, so it's pretty nice to already be up there. Then we have Dual, the defending champion, Irish New Potato P4, AJ P5, Beastie Boys P6, James, just call him James, P7, Origin Gamma P8, Louis Lett, I think it's also his debut in Tier 1. P9, Ainimo P10, Ferg P11, but we all probably know he can do a lot better. The Real DC P12, Strauss P13, Godly Noob P14, and Chris P15, and then the rest too.
Kushner, 3 seconds exactly off the pace. 3 seconds exactly. Hopefully it's dry for him because it doesn't look like the wet's his territory. So I think he wants a dry session.
He was just not looking. Yeah, you know, we all know that Krishna is on the pace, but he just couldn't do it in the wet. So might want to work on that. And it's still raining, but it looks like it's raining. Yeah, not that much as it was in Q1. So hopefully for Q3 we will have a dry session, and everyone can start on the tire they want if we're gonna qualify on those inters.
Exactly, that's a good point to make out, Yogurt, as well, because people could mix up their strategies. They could probably go on to medium compound tires if they want to, but we'll find out in the race then, in the qualifying session. If it does get dry towards the end, they have a chance to qualify whatever tire they want to when the race comes up. So let's see how this qualifying 2 plans out, as we've got some cars coming out of the pits, and that one of them is Indian Jesus.
Let's see a lap on board of him, because I'm pretty interested in seeing a lap on board of him, because he's of course new. Yeah, we have to scout them out, the new people.
On board with
what are your predictions for Indian Jesus this season?
Indian Jesus, I've seen him in other leagues. He's a very quick driver. I think he can save EOS when he has to, because in other races other people have run out of EOS and he's still got some in the bag, so he can still push as much push on the straight if he needs to, and protect himself from anybody behind him. He's a good defender. He's consistent as well. I've not seen any mistakes from him. I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him while he's in the qualifying session. I've never spoke to him, so I don't know if he's well, I presume he's a nice guy, but I've never spoke to him before, so
yeah, shit man.
Yeah, so yeah, that's my opinion of Indian Jesus. If he looks back at it, he'll start smiling.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty excited to see his debut. We of course saw him last week in the test race where I think he DNF'd, so well, he does make mistakes, Jamie. Just rarely, I guess. We'll see him start his lap now. He's already bumped the ERS up to 2, and I guess the fuel up to maximum.
Mr. Yoga, the race is dry, so that's a good thing.
So, yeah, the race is dry, a lot better. Alright, Indian Jesus in T1 drops down to 6th gear. I don't think that's a smart decision. Gets a lot of turning and a lot of sliding, which you obviously don't want in the rain.
The engine braking made him slide into turn 1.
Yeah. He takes these corners very tightly, which is what you want to do in the rain. You don't want to take any more speed than you can, because then you'll start sliding, and it's when it starts getting bad in the rain. So he sets a 30.2, which I believe is pretty good, and he still made a mistake in T1, I guess, so he can still get quite a bit more out of that. Gets a pretty nice exit out of, I think it's Luffield, through Workcut. Through Cops right here. That's just flat in the drive.
Excuse me, Mr. Nathan, I am not called Jonathan, I am called Jamie.
Nathan is the league owner, you should know.
How dare you call me? Nothing against Jonathan, but I am not Jonathan. I may sound like him, but I am Jamie Morris, not Jonathan. You should start on the mediums, mate. If you're at the back.
9.5 from Asian Jesus. Well, I guess the track is starting to dry up, so it's nice to see. Let's see what Indian Jesus will set for kind of time. Now comes through Stowe, through the final chicane. I think it's Club and Vale.
Ninja, hope you have a good race, mate. I like that. So Indian Jesus turn, what could he do? It's a 36 last time. It's going to be a 35.
35. Well, that's a banker if I've ever seen one.
What if a safety car comes around lap 10?
Duel also 9.5. This is going to be close with Indian Jesus. Let's see what it will be. Oh, it's actually 3 times. He lost quite a bit of time in the final sector, to be fair.
Mr. Harvard is coming in Stowe. We've got more drivers ahead of him, but I see some more. I go on board with him first. Ferrari comes across the line to start his lap. The McLaren comes across the line to start his lap. The Red Bull will come across the line to go.
AJ will go to P1.
Harvey-Lees will come across the line to go into P2, 35.5.
P2. And then we have Beastie Boys, who's actually starting his lap. Next one, I believe, is Louis Led. Yes, he is 9.6, which is 1 tenth slower than Dual, so it's not that bad.
We've got a spinner down at turn 1, Yogurt, and that's probably a Renault.
Beastie Boys. Louis led to a 36.1. We have a Mercedes of James going for the final corner. He's set a 37.4, which is not what you want in Q2. It's not going to get you through. So the real DC spun, so he's going to start another lap.
So we've got 2 spinners. Beastie Boy has completely lost his own wing.
CGM Ferg, by the way, he's on a good one, as we always expect from Ferg. I think Ferg this season will be a bigger contender for Dual than last season. I think Ferg has really improved.
We've got another spinner down at turn 4. That's a Renault. I don't know if that's
Ferg
the other Renault.
P3.
Indian Jesus will come across the line. Where could he go? P2.
P2. Oh my god. Oh, Duwell's also improving. Let's see what he can do. He's 3 tenths under his time, I believe I saw. And I think he can gain another 3 tenths in his final sector. So let's see what he can do. And he doesn't gain that time. He actually loses time.
Nathan,
so
mate.
he stays in P5.
Nathan, just improvise, mate. I don't know.
Oh, Strauss spins. He does keep it out of the barriers.
Because you're much quicker and more smarter than me. If the safety car comes out at lap 10 and I'm on the medium tyres, I'm kind of screwed, right? What do?
I'd still go for softs. You can stretch it, but it won't be nice. But it's better to go on those hards, because you're gonna lose too much time.
Yeah, true. So, starting on the softs, you've got to fight 19 drivers, and you're gonna lose a lot of tyre wear. You're gonna be stuck behind some guys as well. I don't know. Nathan, you've got to figure out yourself, mate. Unfortunately, as James comes across the line, it's gonna be a 35.8, goes up into 7th.
Look at the real DC. He's gonna come across the line right now. What's he gonna do? He's gonna go to P12 as well. Chris, he went onto the wets for a second. That's obviously not the plan.
Irish Nude Potatoes improving in the first sector. He comes to Cops now.
Look at Indian Jesus. I think he's on a lap. No, he's not. He backed out.
Nathan, I don't mean Nathan.
Look at AJ. He's on the softs.
Louis,
I think
not Louis.
He's gonna be ready for drives.
Nathan, I don't mean to be rude, mate, but I actually don't know what to do. That's why I asked Yogurt. Indian Jesus, no, Irish New Potato, 300s up on his middle sector, but you say he's improving. Nathan says that, and he probably needs to come into the pits because this lap time will probably be useless anyway, because he's gonna be dry.
Irish New Potato. This is also his debut in Tier 1. I don't believe I saw him last season, but I think everyone now is gonna come in the pits because I see people strapping on the soft tires.
In Yogurt we trust. Yep, I agree with you. Yogurt's the wise guy and the smart guy. I'm quick, but I make a spin to go all the time.
Spinny go. Mate, I think we're gonna have a very boring next 4 minutes, mate, because everyone's gonna wait as long as possible before they go out to get as dry track as possible.
The real DC is out on the track and he's in 12th place. He's improved in the second sector by only 3 tenths. He needs to find more time.
It's getting too dry, mate. It's getting too dry.
Who's that car ahead of him? It's James. Hopefully he gets out of the way. He needs to get out of the way, James. Yep, he does.
DRS enabled, as you see. That's basically the time when it's ready for the dry. So the real DC does improve by a bit, but it won't matter because we're gonna go on the softs anyway. So
right, everybody should be in the pits. Mr. Stroud should go in the pits.
So everybody, now it doesn't matter. We're gonna wait till about 3 minutes before the first cars will come out. So get your popcorn, guys, and get your popcorn.
On
get your drinks.
On the fitted detailed thing, it says Indian Jesus has gone to medium tires.
He's gonna maybe risk it for the chocolate biscuit, but on this wet track you want the softer tire as possible because that's gonna generate more heat,
more grip,
at a quicker rate. So yeah, and more grip, of course. That's also when it's completely dry. But I think he's gonna take a massive gamble, which you don't really need to take on this track, as it's an easy one-stopper anyway. So yeah. Well, I wouldn't take the risk if I was him, but
neither would I.
But yeah, it's his own decision, I guess. So as we already have Louis let out I don't think that's really smart because you're gonna have the, I mean do I say the wettest track out of all? So
it's not
you
the
wanna
driest.
wait
It's not the driest period, Jay, is it? So he needs to like, I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you. He has came out at the wrong time in F1 terms because if the track's not dry enough, it is dry but not dry enough. You need all of the grip and all of the temperature as much as you can. You don't want to waste a set of tires.
Everyone's just gonna wait. Everyone's just gonna wait till the end. We also see Origin Gamma actually now. So it's a bit of this seems stupid to me in my opinion, but I mean it's their own decision.
Is track position, but at the same time you just came out later because the
you
track
don't really need. I mean you're gonna if you want a dry track. That's all you need. So
the track will start ramping up as well. So he needs to like wait, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So I think Origin Gamma and Louis Lad are confirmed out already, unless Louis Lad goes into the pits now. But I don't think he'll do that because why would you go out? You know?
I thought from the off-board cam it stopped raining, but it hasn't.
Doesn't go. Oh, he does go in. Oh, that's nice. That's nice to see.
Would you say that's a waste of tire life because you need the maximum tire?
Yeah, I guess. But you still have even if you go into Q3, you still have.
I guess.
Yeah, you still have two. You still have two fresh ones, and if you go into Q3, you have another fresh one. So it's gonna be.
I guess because the Q1 was all about the wet. I guess they have more tires available in the soft compound.
I hope Gamma will go in as well.
So Gamma, Beastie Boy and Chris Panda have not set a lap time. Beastie Boy spun and hit the wall with his front wheel, lost.
And Gamma goes in as well, okay. So I guess those guys are in a party.
Would you say it was just exploratory lap time, see how much they can push?
Jesus is already out on the mediums, oh my god. And he has no time to get back into the soft, so this is what he's gonna do and this is what he's gonna risk.
And the glitch is gone, so you can't come out.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore, which is very nice to see, to be fair. But now they just gotta get out when you're in, that they can just end the session even if people are in the pits.
I admit I abuse the glitch, but it's there.
Yeah,
if it's there, it's there.
Well,
if it's there, it's there, innit? You know what I mean?
People use it, so why can't I use it?
I mean, if it's there, you gotta use it. Just like Stowe last year, you could abuse it. Just don't get caught on stream.
Yeah, don't get caught on the street.
If you don't get caught, it's all good. So I'm not saying I'm not saying to cheat, but if you don't get caught, then do it.
Yeah. Just do a robbery. Just don't get caught. It's fine. You got loads of money.
So we've got 3 drivers on their outlaps. It's DC's on the softs. Beastie Boy has joined Indian Jesus on the medium compound tyres. You can see quite a few drivers are on the mediums.
Yeah, they really want to try it. They really want to try it. But if a lot of people go into the mediums, the strategy is more likely to work, I guess, for them.
So Indian Jesus will be the first man to come across the line to start on the dry tyres. So let's see how he does on the mediums as well. The mid-range moderate tyre, 35.2 it says. As he heads into turn 1 then, lifts off just a bit, does Indian Jesus. It's not flat out yet, but if it is flat out, he'll lose time because he didn't take it full speed through there. Nice entry to turn 2, that's turn 3. Into turn 4, a wide entry, gets close to the curb. Turn 5, flat out, easy. On this short straight, we see Origin Gamma get out of the way, and he is on the soft compound tyre. A 27.3 in the first sector, clips the apex into Brooklands and now into Luffield. Will take a wider entry to straighten up the car as much as you can, which he didn't do actually. Take a short route through there.
Yeah.
I think it might cost him a bit of time doing that, but as he heads towards Cops, will he lift? Yes, he will. Massive lift from there.
A little bit. He's not confident enough. I think he can do it. He's just not confident.
Going to do Maggots and Beckett's then. Let's see how he takes this. Nice and quick. More than one steering adjustment through that corner there. It's a 2.6.
2.6. It's not bad. Not bad. It's not really. It's not too bad.
Now head to Stowe, braking just before the 50-metre board. Get a wide entry, clip to the apex, straight to the car as now we come to the last 3 corners. Braking at the 100-metre board. This is all about traction, these last 2 corners. Get on the power as quickly as you can. It comes towards the line, that's a 26.0.
It's not a bad lap, to be fair. The real DC, it's not actually. Who's next? I don't even know. I think it's... No. I'm really struggling.
It's okay, Yaga.
Is there
It's okay.
someone on... Beastie Boys is on lap and he's going quicker at the moment on those medium tires than Indian Jesus. Oh my god, Duel. Oh, he does get in the way a bit. It's gonna give him a little bit of dirty air, Beastie Boys. So
A cheap tactic.
if he's 1,000 behind, no, he's ahead. But it's if he misses Q2 by like Q3 by like 1,000, it's Duel's fault.
Indian Jesus going for it again. He's 2/10 quicker than the first sector.
Ooh, the real DC on softs. He's in 1 second slower.
Ooh, that he's done. He's done. He's backed out of it, has he?
Yeah, he is done and
Hey,
dusted.
Jace, he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go quickest overall because he set a mighty middle sector.
He's only 4 times quicker than Beastie Boys, to be fair. So we'll see what he can do. But he goes across the line. Goes. Let's see.
Oh dear, Indian Jesus has
6 times
invalidated
quicker.
it. He's invalidated it, and he went quicker than his personal
CGM
best.
Ferg on the mediums, by the way. Oh my god.
Harvey
On the
Lee's
mediums.
might even match him, you know, because he's going quick too. My boy Harvey
But-
coming towards the godly nun.
Godly new. Nice lap by him.
And what about
look at
Harvey? Harvey comes across the line. Could be a
Harvey.
25.0.
Oh my god, it's so close.
That's on the mediums too. What's a lap? What a lap.
Yeah, just a bit quicker than Ferg. I thought Ferg time was quick.
The
but
Alpha
Harvey
Male
Lee's
comes across
just
the line and he
beat him.
goes up into 5th
Louis
place.
led P5. Irish New Potato also on the mediums. He goes to
Oh,
P9.
that's-
Probably won't make it.
Duvel,
As Duvel goes
second
to
place.
P2. There with Chris, he goes to P6. We have Strauss.
Oh, he's been knocked
P11,
out.
he
He's been
won't
knocked
make
out.
it. James, he still has 7
Nemo's made a mistake. Nemo's made a mistake. He will not go to Q3.
James won't make it. The real DC won't make it, and Nemo won't make it, and that's session done.
So your boy Godly Numb is quickest with a 124.8 duel, 1/10 quicker than Harvey on a different
What?
tyre.
So-
That's not really what you would expect from him, but bear in mind he did
So-
do bankers in the other session.
But it's pretty insane to me that Harvey's and Ferg are 2.5 tenths behind Godly Noob on a harder tire on a drying track, which is
I know.
that's insane.
I know. Duel's got more pace in him. That was just probably a banker from him.
But it's still insane to me. And look at Indian Jesus on the skin of his teeth. He's gonna get the start on those mediums. That's amazing.
Poor drivers.
Unbelievable performance by, well, I think Harvey Lees and Ferg are the favorites to go into Q3, as I'm gonna get myself a drink because my lips are dried AF.
4 drivers will start on the medium tyres in the race then. Nice French helmet from James. See, the Canadian driver on provisional in first place at a duel, Harvey, and a Ferg. Beastie Boy, Indian Jesus will start on the medium tyres in Q3 in the race.
Okay, here we go. Focus. Speed. I am speed. 1 winner. 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. Breakfast? Maybe I should have had breakfast. A little brekkie could be good for me. No, stay focused. Speed. I'm faster than fast, quicker than quick. I am lightning.
Hey, Langdon, you ready?
Some motivational for you there. I am speed.
I'm back.
Don't think you noticed what I just did earlier on. You weren't here for it. Go watch it a stream, 11 minute 40, something like that on the call of Q3.
What did you do? I might watch the stream back. But again, Indian Jesus out on track first. Seems to be a little bit of a trend.
Okay, focus. I am speed. Oh, he said it at the same time.
I eat loose for breakfast. Breakfast. Okay. So, Indian Jesus out on track. Let's see what he can do on the softs. I think his lap on the mediums was pretty conservative, to be fair. Okay. And now it's, well, the sun is out, as you guys can see. So, let's see what he can do when the sun is out. As he comes on the hanger straight, this is only.
You'll take us through the lap, Yoga, while I go get a drink of water. For Indian Jesus.
Sure. Took a little sip of my drink. We all need to hydrate, guys. As Indian Jesus goes through, I think this is Club, this is Phil, or it's the other way around. Doesn't really matter. And now he's gonna start his lap. He's got ERS up to Mode 2, which is hot lap, of course. Goes through turn 1 Abbey, is easy flat in the dry. Goes up to in the loop, I think this is turn 3, 4, 5. This is 4, this is 5. You want to get a good exit, which he does get. And in this first sector, you want to be in the 26s. Well, is he gonna do that? He is 26.8. So he's on a good lap at the moment, as a banker at least. Now goes through Love Field, get a good exit. He takes this short line on the exit, which is pretty weird for me. He doesn't really take the maximum speed for the corners as he goes for cops, which is easy flat, and he does it easy flat, as everyone will do probably. It's not that hard actually. Now through Maggots flat. Maggots, Baggots and Chapel. Now get a good exit. You want to be in the 1 minute 1s, and he is 1 minute 1s 5. So it's a good lap. I think, yeah, it's a good lap. He will be in the 24 minutes probably. As he goes through Stowe. You can't go out wide, which you could do last game, but you can't do it now. You want to brake when the curb begins, just after it actually. Now go through the chicane club field, get a good exit, come across the line, and it's gonna be 24.6, which is a very good bank, I will tell you that. Duel will be next across the line, 1 minute 1.5 as well, just like Indian Jesus. But will he go quicker in the final sector? No, he won't. It's so close.
Oh.
AJ, no, he doesn't. 25.0. Next we have CGM Ferg, 1 minute 1.3. He's the dry master.
Oh, it's a 24.6, not much. Look at the top 3, Yoga. Look at the top 3.
Louis led next. Oh, P4.
Yoga.
I see the top 3 as Beastie Boys spins. Is that game over for Beastie Boys? Okay, he's
Yoga, I can't believe how close this pack is. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Godly Numb.
I think we're gonna get another one close to that because Godly Noob is on the left. Is in qualifying 2 it was, yes. And he's gonna make it P4.
Oh, that was
just ahead of his teammate.
such close
as if
time.
it wasn't close already. Harvey Lees.
Harvey Lees, come on, Harvey. What can you do, sunshine? Come on.
Go on, son. Go on.
Come on. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It.
It's pole. It's a 124.4. He's done it by 2/10. Sub provisional pole.
Oh my God, Chris. What can Chris do? He is gonna go to P9. That wasn't a good lap. But Harvey Lees, after the first one, he is on provisional pole position by, to be exact, 1/10, 8 thousandths.
Oh, this is gonna be so good. Q3, I can't wait.
It's unfortunate from Beastie Boys. He crashed out of Love Field, which is a weird place to crash, and especially to lose your complete suspension.
Lewis Hamilton spun there, didn't he? Coming out of left field.
Yeah, but he kept the car running, I guess. So
I don't have a clue how he's done that. Did he keep the throttle pinned when he spun? That's probably the only explanation.
Probably he was just so mad, probably, and he shot himself in the foot, probably.
My guy will be starting on a medium tyre, so he's surrounded by soft runners in the top 10, so he could struggle in the first part of the laps.
But this field is unbelievable. I love it already. And imagine we're gonna go to Brazil this season probably. The lap time there will be around the 1 minute 7 or 1 minute 8, the gap's there. It's gonna be so close. It's gonna be so tight. And you guys should definitely watch that because gonna be fun. That's everyone now in the pits because of course they want to wait as long as possible. Track temperature will rise and well, everything will be better. So.
You know it's gonna be a good weekend with Formula One's on, so I'm already excited for the weekend.
Yeah, of course, Portimao, which is new.
Does MotoGP race there? If you do watch it, they race in Portugal,
yeah,
but not.
I was watch MotoGP, but I don't think they race there. Pretty sure actually.
So everybody is in the pits waiting till the final mark. 2 minutes 30 seconds or 3 minutes. I presume people will come out. As we in Division 2. Oh, sorry about that. Division 2.
Roulette's already out.
Sapu is in on pole position.
Alright. Sorry if I make a bit of noise when I drink.
It's okay, no worries.
Just thirsty. But Louis Lads, I mean he's only 5 tenths behind and he can still a lot of position. He is also one to look out for. But everyone is basically one to look out for. I mean, apart from maybe Gamma and Chris, but we all know AJ has the pace as well. I don't know where AJ has been, but we still don't know who's gonna get pole. Didn't Ferg do like in the test race? Didn't he like do 24.2 or something like this? I don't know.
Vincent Plucker is in Division 2, isn't he? I thought he had good pace in Division 1, but he's been promoted down into Div 2.
I mean, that's a bit harsh to be fair.
I think he wanted to do that because I remember him saying or something like that. No, I don't. I think I remember him saying something about Div 2. I think he's more happier there. So
well, if he wants to fight for the championship, of course, he's going to be more happy.
So Louis Ladd, it started as his last flying lap, I presume. Turn 1, turn 2 is decent, easy for those two corners. Turn 3, when the curve starts to develop, that's your braking point. It's a lot of curve here.
That's not a nice turn.
I think he took too much curve, which will settle the rear end, so he might have lost a few tenths through there, or a few hundreds.
A few hundreds, yeah. I think it's gonna be 26.9 because the rest of the first sector was pretty good.
Well done, Joker. That was a good prediction there, mate. Nice in Brooklands, now comes through in Luffield, take a wider entry.
Don't want to get a bad exit, you took a bit of a tight line, so you're gonna have to struggle a bit more on the exit. He takes the tight line here, takes the shortest line possible. Oh, he is on it. He is on it.
Flat out through cops as well.
He is looking good. He is looking good. Let's see what he can do. Maggots and faggots. No, you invalidated.
No. Oh, what's it gonna be though? A 101, 1 to 2 tenths up into the middle sector.
It would have been a pretty good lap. He's still gonna finish it, I think, which is fair.
If he's gonna finish it, we'll find out what time he's gonna set.
We'll stay on board. I mean, we're gonna have to cut out. Oh, unfortunate. Louis Ladd, you ruined the complete stream.
Louis Ladd, Godly Numb, they're all on their outlaps. Godly Numb is Alfa Romeo teammate. No, he's not Alfa Romeo, he's Ferrari, Louis Ladd. No, he's Alfa Romeo. What am I talking about? 26.8 in the first sector, and he's a few hundreds down. Exits Blufffield.
So
nice.
Oh my god, that was bad. That was bad.
A lot of wheel spin on the exit.
I think he lost like 3 times there. He went, first of all, he went wide, so he made a lot more meters than he should have, and then he just got traction problems, which is
he just opened up the corner more than he should have.
Yeah, so I guess it's gonna be not a good lap from Godly Noob. We'll
Let's
see what it will be.
That's not bad.
Oh my god.
That's not bad, is it? Well,
it's a 0.5, which is not really
but
that
Yoga,
good.
I think you could. I think it's safe to say his first lap. Oh dear, that's a validation.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, godly noobers want to look out for in future races, I guess.
Ferg.
That was bad, and he still managed to climb up on his own time.
Who's the Red Bull that's just crossed the line? AJ then coming down into turn 3. Completely misses turn 3. Not too wide though, but he did clip the right over the curb.
You don't really have to do that, per se.
I thought it was a quicker line to go through there.
Yeah, it is quicker, but you don't really lose.
So it's a 27.0, 2/10 down.
Well, I guess it is a quicker line. Oh my god. He is already 2.5 tenths up on his time. He takes a very tight line, and he does the same thing as Scully, no? He does exactly the same thing. Oh my god, the copycat.
So AJ then will come towards Cops flat out through there. Easy flat. It wasn't in the last game. You could take it flat out in the last game, but some people found that a difficulty, did they? Oh.
Well, it wasn't. In qualifying, it was definitely flat, but in races, it was quite.
AJ could be absolutely fuming, and he's 1/10 down anyways.
Origin Gamma, he is on the left.
Who should I watch, Yoga? Who should I watch?
Origin Gamma, he's next one.
1/10 up in the first sector.
He is 3 tenths improving. So he is gonna attack the top 5, maybe, if he can get a final sector hooked up. That's the if. Let's see if he can actually do that. Now going for the final 3 corners, getting a good exit. It looks like a pretty tidy lap from Gamma. Let's see what it can get him. It gets him a P5.
Good job, Gamma. Nice one, mate.
Duel's improving.
Oh dear,
by
Ferg will not get a
tenths.
pole. Ferg's invalidated it, and he will go straight off into the pits. Ferg will not take pole.
But will take it. He's gonna have to improve by like 1/10 in that final sector, and he does it. It's not even a tenth difference, but it's not done yet because Harvey Lees, he's not improving coming to the final sector, but maybe he can do something. We also have Chris actually ahead of him. We'll look at him first. He's first to set that lap time. Let's see what he can do. He goes up to P3. P3.
Harvey Lees is on pole position.
Indian Jesus is improving. He can maybe steal.
It's not enough, is it? It needs 2 more turns. He comes across the line. It's a 24.3. He's done it. He's found some more time in that last sector. He's improved by a 10th in the last sector, and he's taking pole position. And Indian Jesus has taken pole position ahead of Harvey Lees. Harvey Lees will be a bit peed off with that, but
the scenes. Oh my god, unbelievable. How close it is.
Harvey Lees will be frustrated with that.
Every week. Every week.
Indian Jesus, you're kicking everybody's arse on your debut. But we still got the race to go.
Yeah, it's only qualifying. I mean, they should include points for qualifying because the qualifying is more intense than the race most of the time. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Amazing. Indian Jesus. That's amazing. Welcome to the league.
Welcome to the lead. I'm here to take over. And he beat Harvey by 400s.
400s, and look at behind it. The top 7 within 5 tenths. And Louis Led, remember, he could have improved. AJ could have improved easily. And BC Boys didn't even set a lap time. I wonder if we get to, as I already said, to a really short track, it's gonna be a very, very close shootout.
Let me do my thing.
And Chris, that came out of nowhere. I thought he wasn't gonna be fast enough. He was 9 tenths behind Harvey Lees after the first one, but he definitely made a mistake, I guess. But
sorry, Yoga.
Amazing to get back to P4.
Let me have my thing. Let me do a 30-second thing.
Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Focus. Speed. I am speed. 1 winner. 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. Breakfast? Maybe I should have had breakfast. Oh, brekkie could be good for me. No, stay focused. Speed. I'm faster than fast, quicker than quick. I am lightning.
There you go.
I hope we don't get copyrighted.
I don't think we can get copyrighted off a speech.
I mean, maybe.
I am bottled. I'm gonna go to yogurt. I'm gonna go to toilet yogurt. BRB.
Sure. So I guess I'll be taking it over from Jamie for a second. It looks pretty overcast, but I think it will be dry as someone, I think Nathan was said. So Indian Jesus on pole, which is well, obviously amazing to see on his debut. We have the two Haas guys, oh not the two Haas guys, the two Williamses in P2 and P4, but Duel, the reigning champion, remember, he is in P3. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Oh my god, it's Indian Jesus spins. Oh yeah, and remember, Indian Jesus is on those mediums, as is Harvey Lee's, Ferg, yeah, and BC Boys, but he starts 10th, which doesn't really make a big difference. We have Ferg, as Indian Jesus is disqualified, which is gonna give him cold tires at the start, so this might be an opportunity for Harvey Lee's, as I see on board of Harvey Lee's, I see the predicted strategy, which is obviously gonna be medium sauce. But where was I? I was with the grid Origin Gamma in P6. Yeah, I don't know what to expect really from him, so I'll be surprised. I think Godly Noob and Louis Lad, both new in tier 1. There's Jamie. Indian Jesus got disqualified because he spun.
Is that why I'm looking at a random place because I'm on? Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, AJ he effed up the qualifying a bit, so he's gonna have to come back. But I think he won. Didn't he win?
Well, that
Japan?
is an absolute killer being disqualified. Look at that. He's on the medium compound tires. Mediums
he's
as
gonna
well.
Have cold tires. Harvey is also on the medium, so watch maybe out for Double. He can maybe get right into the action in turn 3, maybe.
I won't be surprised if he struggles at the start, but like in the first lap actually. I won't be surprised if Indian Jesus struggled in the first lap.
I mean, he will definitely struggle like the entire first stint, of course, because those mediums are not gonna grip as well as the softs. It's gonna be important for them to stay in the DRS, which can gain them a lot of time.
Confirm. Are you going midway through, or are you staying for the whole thing?
I'll say I'll go midway. I'll look at Louis there. I'm interested to see what Louis there.
So the highest software is Duel. Let's see what he could do there, because he should be theoretically quicker than the top 2. Anyways, I'll take you through the race start, and there the strategy comes up there.
Gonna take a quick sip of my lemonade.
The tension is built up, folks. We are in for a good race this night.
Oh, we are. We definitely are.
And I really hope we haven't got a lobby. No, we haven't. Oh, sugar, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's a good camera angle, isn't it? Just look at middle of nowhere. Alright, then here is the lights. They are off. We are underway for round 1 of the British Grand Prix. Who gets the better start off the line? I think it's Harvey Lee's. Both Williams get amazing starts off the line. Into turn 1, there's the AlphaTauri of Duo.
Chris spun.
Chris has spun.
And he's hit Louis Led.
No, that's Harvey Lee's has spun, Auntie. Where is he? Where's Harvey Lee's? He's down in 5th place. No, he's not. He's down in 3rd.
Timing sheets are just glitching.
Yeah, so we saw Williams, and that is Krishna, who spun.
He spun, and he took Louis Led with him. So Louis Led has damage. I don't think Chris has damage, but it did cost him quite a lot of positions. He's all the way back in P16.
And down the inside into Brooklands goes the McLaren on the racing point. Ferg has the inside line for Luffield. Will he try and edge him out a bit? Same does the Red Bull as well. The Red Bull trying to find the Renault into Luffield. So does the Alfa Romeo. The Red Bull and McLaren go side by side. Ferg is safe for the moment, as we got the Red Bull and the McLaren side by side with each other. And the McLaren will take its place, and he will take 5th place. And that is Original Gamma, who's taken 5th place. The Renault spun and he's hit the wall, and that is Original Civic.
Is he out? He's not out, but he's on those medium tires. He has damage, so he's probably gonna have to go onto the hards.
The midfield,
which is a killer on this track, I'll tell you that.
So Duel on the soft compound tires has taken advantage of the top 2's misfortune, not for Harvey Lee's, but for the other driver's sake. Who was the other driver? Where is he?
Indian Jesus. He's in P3. He also had those cold tires, so the damage is pretty reduced for him, I guess. And oh my god, his Origin Gamma got hit off the rear by Godly Noob and he spun. Chris now retired.
Chris has retired before the pit entry. The safety car's been deployed.
Yes, safety car deployed.
Beastie Boy.
That's gonna be really helpful for Civi's and Louis' led race, I guess. So Louis led, is he gonna go on to the mediums, which I think will be the best strat for him.
So I got a bit confused because I forgot that Indian Jesus was in the Haas. I thought he spun with the driver. That's not actually a bad job from Indian Jesus despite being on cold tyres. He's still in third place, bless him. So he's actually not fallen back like we'd expected. But let's see how he does then under the safety car period. I don't think anybody should be pitted this early in the race unless they'll go to hard tyres to go at the end. But let's see what happens then. We've got two drivers in the pit lane, which is Louis Ladd and Divisional Civi as the Codemasters. Codemasters needs to sort their shit out because that's absolutely terrible from Codemasters. Like, you made this making games and you're just making it so terribly. Like, what's the point? Why?
So we're through the first few laps. If the timing sheets can actually get right, so we can actually see the actual position.
Your actual leader is doable in third place, and I think the rest is right. Excluding the top two. The top two should be down in 18th and 19th.
Yeah, Duel, reigning champion, and he's not willing to lose it again, so he's gonna fight for it all over. But he's on the soft, so it's gonna be interesting. Will he pit this early? Take a big risk.
No, don't think he would. But Indian Jesus, no, he doesn't. There's a dummy on me, in fact.
There's a dummy. Will anyone go into the pit? It doesn't seem like it. Chris will go into the pit, but
Panda's
then
going in the pits.
No, Chris will actually.
Origin Gamma has hit the back of M66 back, and I think he's lost his front wing too. Part of it. As you can see, a 5-second time penalty has been rewarded.
I think they can serve straight away.
And I think he got caught out by M66 braking very early for the pit lane speed limiter, so it could be an investigation towards the end of the race.
It doesn't get served for... Oh, it doesn't get served for Gamma, so it's no problem because he already served it.
So Duval needs the race then. He started in third place. He took advantage of those two medium runners at the start phase because he's on the better tyres on the softs. Indian Jesus has actually done quite good for himself despite being on extreme cold medium tyres. He's managed to stay in third place as well, so good job from him.
But now, just a quick moment for me. All the positions are right. We can look at the position change. Duel, of course, on the soft at very good traction and got up to P1 incredibly. So Harvey Lees still holds position. Of course, he overtook Indian Jesus, but Duel was just on the soft tyres. He was useless. Indian Jesus goes back to P3, which isn't bad, of course, but it's unfortunate that he couldn't hold at least Harvey Lees behind him. CGM Ferg gained one position. AJ Wuhan from P9 to P5. Amazing start. Beastie Boys from P10 to P6. And Strauss, my boy, from P7. James also had a nice start. Godly Noob. I think he got hit up the rear by someone. So
Godly Noob, was it Beastie Boy?
I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. Nemo gained 5 positions. Gingy 6 positions. DC 2 positions. Irish New Potato holds position. Nathan 6 positions gained. So that's a good progress from him. Back 3 positions gained. And we have Louis Ladd who got into an incident with Chris, who's actually on the hard, so he's gambling for it to go till the end. And it might not be a bad shot, to be fair. It might not be a bad shot. But Origin Gamma and Xavier are still on the medium, so big mix in strategies, but it will all be a one stop at the end of the race. So
the longevity of those hard tyres will take it to the very end. The 2-stop's not very good about here because the pit lane is very long and you lose a lot of time.
So maybe one to look out for, but he will be in a lot of traffic, which is gonna have to overtake, of course. It's pretty straightforward. But I mean, it's not over yet, but it just depends on how those hearts will feel for him. Just depends. We're still one lap of safety car, I guess.
I think the safety car should come in this lap. It's lap 4. It did come out of lap 1, didn't it?
No, lap. I think beginning of lap, or no, end of lap 3. Starting lap 3. I think.
I think it's at the beginning of lap 2. I think it started.
Could be. I don't know. So, Duel in the lead on the soft.
Oh, sugar, sorry, someone sent me a message.
Come on.
Yes.
Keep it professional.
Thank goodness they didn't say anything rude.
Well, Duel, he's gonna have to get a gap to Harvey Lees. If Harvey Lees can stay in the DRS, it's gonna be very beneficial for him at the end of the race because he's not gonna lose any time on those mediums. Where Duel will lose time on the mediums at the end of the race. So the longer Harvey Lees can stay behind Duel, the better his race will be for the end.
I can't wait to see how this race pans out. You can see in the top 10 we've got a mixture of strategies, soft and medium. I just can't wait to see how this plans out towards the end.
Just depends what the bad strategy will. I hope no safety cars will come actually, because that would just ruin the strategy for us, I guess.
Nobody should be having fuel problems because it's very easy to save fuel under the safety car. I presume people have got a lot of fuel in the tanks now because of this early safety car, so they can use majority of it to burn it off and try and fight.
Yeah, and we all see all people weaving on the hangar straight. Is that a bit of filming I saw?
No, it's just a bit of like, I don't know how to call it. Just like...
Whatever. Yeah, maybe a bit of marbles. And I think Duel was already gone. Yes, he is. Harvey Lees wasn't ready for that. It's already 7 attempts before he even could have reacted to that.
The Frenchman played it smart because there's a big gap between iNemo and Gingy, so we got caught out by that.
Indian Jesus, Harvey Lees already has to defend, which is gonna cost him even more time, and that's Duel out of the 1 second race. And I think AJ made a big mistake starting the safety car, and he actually did because he lost
down the
quite a
inside
big
goes the
chunk of
Mercedes on the Red Bull. That is Strauss and James going for it. And Strauss keeps 6th place.
AJ has damage.
What happened to him? Where did he go?
I don't know what happened, but he has quite a lot of damage. We'll go back to James because he's putting a lot of pressure on Strauss, who's on those medium tires, remember. So James wants to get as fast as possible.
James, Godly Numb and iNemo needs to get past James Strauss as quick as possible because he's on the mediums. They'll lose a lot of time if they don't get rid of Strauss.
But AJ, this is very unfortunate for AJ. It's gonna cost him basically his whole race, unfortunately.
He needs a safety car to save him, otherwise he's out of the picture for the rest of this race.
BC Boys already a penalty. I mean, we've only had like 3 laps of racing. BC Boys.
Harvey Lee's under pressure from Indian Jesus behind him. Indian Jesus got more EOS compared to Harvey, so Harvey needs to start conserving and get back in his rhythm, because if he doesn't get back in his rhythm as soon as possible, he'll lose even more time to do. Well, bear in mind he's on the soft, so that's expected to lose some time. But James has run out of EOS already on this first opening proper lap of this race, so he needs to stop using a lot of EOS so he doesn't waste it all.
He wanted to get past Strauss, I guess.
Now he knows he needs to conserve it because Strauss is not an easy guy to get past.
Is a fellow Dutchie.
Fellow Dutchman indeed. And AJ's in the pits as you expect, so I feel sorry for AJ, but respect for him not retiring from the session. There's still plenty of opportunities to come out there, so keep going. Panda gets a penalty.
A lot of penalties it seems, which is really weird for me to see, because I think it's a pretty easy track of penalties actually.
Turn 1, not gonna lie, turn 1 does catch me out a bit, because I sometimes, if I don't concentrate, I will turn in too early for turn 1. Then I get annoyed because I get a penalty, but at the same time I shouldn't have been distracted by anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So turn 1's quite easy to get a penalty, because if you lose concentration or you don't concentrate that much, you'll get that penalty. Coming through Cops then is very easy to go wide, perfectly demonstrated by Ferg, so he'll get a warning for that. And there's another one, Maggots and Beckett's, somewhere around Maggots and Beckett's you can easily cut corners.
Beckett's is the hardest one.
Stowe, just don't exceed it. I think that's easy enough.
Just don't exceed it, and that's basically where all the warnings are laid.
As you can see, the real DC has got a pass. Well, he's trying to get past, using a lot of EOS to get past the racing point. They go side by side into Stowe. Around the outside he goes. That's a beautiful move from DC, but will Gingy try and fight back with the braking? No, he doesn't. He stays behind, and he's on the softs as well, so expect him to try and get ahead. But as I was saying, I meant to say, Indian Jesus wasted a lot of EOS, 27%, and he lose even more, so he can't afford to use all of it, because he needs to defend from Ferg as well and attack Harvey as much as he can.
By the way, look at Harvey Lees. Duel got like 1.2, but Duel isn't gaining any time on those softs. Not any time. It looks like
Irish new
Hartley's
potato,
actually
sorry to
quicker.
interrupt Yogurt, is trying to fight. This is Gingy. He tried to go down the inside into turn 2, but Gingy held his ground and got back into turn 4. I meant to say turn 3, sorry. And he's got the DRS as well to keep him safe from the McLaren behind him off the VLDC.
That's a good move.
So lap 7 then.
Oh, not a good move actually. He's not past.
Harvey Lees is almost in DRS range, like you said, Yogurt, of Duel.
Duel went wide. It's gonna be a warning for him.
In fact, he's got in
It
DRS
is.
range. But Harvey Lees needs to not get into the habit of using it quite early, that ERS. Ferg has got
Yeah,
past
but-
Indian Jesus, he's retired. Where is he?
No! No!
Indian-
On the right!
I can't see him, mate. I can't see him. Where'd he go?
Virtual safety, yeah, he's completely off. If you look at Chris, you'll see him here on the right. You just see him in. Oh, he just got despawned. Oh, my god. Indian Jesus. I mean, yeah, Duo can go into the pits, save a bit of
He
time.
hasn't
of
gone in the
course,
pits. Yes, he has actually. Yes, he has.
Yeah.
This
So
could
unfortunate for the Indian Jesus, as he really, yeah, he was really doing well, and it showed you have pole position. Yeah, so unfortunate.
It's a huge loss to the pit lane, but because of this virtual safety car decreasing everybody's speed, it's making up
First
some
got a
lost time.
penalty on the VSC.
To keep
Ferg
driving
just
through
got a time
turn 1, I
penalty.
think, through there.
Yeah, it's a bit stupid.
Nobody got a penalty under the VSC drive-through penalty, so that's good for them. So they need to push as hard as they can now because you know
Wait.
Dubel's on the hards.
Duels on the hards, I was about to say, that's stupid. You can easily make it on the mediums.
Let's be careful with Yogurt with the let's be
No, he
careful.
just lost the race. He just
No,
lost the
let's be
race.
careful with the adjectives you use, Yogurt.
Oh my god, no. Duel, your championship is already gone in the first race.
It's his decision. But at the end of the day, it's his decision whether to lose the race or not.
Yeah, I guess it's just so unfortunate because it ruins this whole race.
You never
opinion.
know. This could pay dividends to his strategy. You don't know his setup. You don't know if his setup is harsh on tyres. You never know. You gotta you can't always assume things. As Godly Norm
there
has
goes another
retired.
one. The
Godly
same
Norm.
place. The same place.
Where is
The
he?
same place. On the same place as Indian Jesus. And
Another-
another VSE.
Right. The soft runners. Who's the soft runner in the top 6? Gingy.
Gingy, and I think Beck will go as well.
What about the top? No, they were too far ahead to get ahead in the pits. But Gingy, will he come in the pits? No. He would be thought as the perfect time to come in the
Won't
pits.
as well. Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Alright, let's talk about Nathan. He started in P20 and now he's in P8. That's a good performance from him. Good effort and
Yeah, we'll
performance.
see how far he's of the leader. It's about 10 seconds, which is not bad. If you can get on the softs, I mean, yeah, it's looks pretty good for him, to be fair.
Yeah, sorry to not mention you, Nathan, but you're actually doing a good job, to be fair. And DC got caught out by that VSC. Beastie Boy is in 3rd place. He's under pressure by the Dutchman of Stroud. Look at Original Civi versus Original Gamma. I mean, Origin Gamma. Oh, whatever. Original Civi has got past Origin Gamma and he's up into 11th place. And they
Nice
both got
move.
DRS on the back of back. I think that was not a pun, by the way. I didn't see his name until the very.
Back.
I think that was. Oh, Beastie Boy spawned again.
No!
And that's.
This is the same thing that happened in qualifying.
And I actually caught it this time, and he kept the throttle pinned.
Yeah. What? And it's the same thing that happened. Will there be another VSC?
I actually caught it this time.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happened in qualifying. We already have 4 DNFs, so I guess the damage is on simulation, I think.
But why keep the throttle pinned? It's not going to do you any good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna cost you even more tire wear as well.
More tyre wear, more tyre pressure, more tyre temperature, which is not good when you rejoin on the track because your tyres will overheat. Lose more time, and eventually might as well come into the pits to scrap those tyres.
Yeah, it's a bit stupid. But the real DC has a big old train behind him of, well, from P4 to P11, so...
The Scotsman on the back of the real DC, and the Scotsman still on the soft compound tyres as well. I don't know why he's on those tyres because they should be coming to an end in right about now if it's not 1 more 2 laps time.
Well, his pace still seems good, so...
I mean, he's still got like quite a few cars behind him, but I don't know if it's the real DC's pace. I don't want to say that because that's speed, but the real DC needs to up his pace a little bit so he can just pull away from those guys.
Look at James, the gap was like 4 seconds 2 laps ago, and now it's 2.2. He just set a fastest lap. James is looking very good to be even in the fight for the win actually, because he did gain a lot of time by pitting on that virtual safety car.
And
he is
James.
the fastest man on track at the moment, and as we have Civi, oh no, he's just lagging for me. Seems like he spun. He's just lagging.
Ow, look at the top two. Ferg and Harvey Lees are close together.
Well, I think for the top two is very important to actually stay out of the battle. You don't want to lose any time while you're in this stint, or because you will. Well, I don't think you will actually gain time on you, but James in this time will gain time on you. And if you keep battling, oh my God, that's another one.
Another virtual safety car. I see. That's where. How are you doing?
This is really helping Gingy out, because now he's definitely got. He's not gonna pit.
The drivers are dropping out like flies, one by one.
Gingy is not pitting.
Why? You need to pit.
I'm so confused.
I don't think it's a wise idea to use EOS overtake on the VSC. It's the perfect time to save it. Ferg for a split second. I don't think he mean to, but look, it was all over the back as Origin Gamma has got a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah.
Look at the Dutchman in P3. That's a good performance by him. Stunning performance as Indian users left.
My boy. But it's we only have 15 runners left. We're not even halfway.
Remember the first race in Austria 2020? We had 11 drivers finish. You've got 15 left.
Oh my God.
Origin Gamma trying to overtake Original Gamma. Original Civi. Oh my God.
I'm gonna look at the leaders, because look at them. Ferg is insanely close behind our release.
Both good friends of mine, but let's see how this battle plans out. Then hopefully none of them tangle with each other.
Ferg is using overtake, so it seems like he wants to get past ASAP. Our release is defending the place a bit. Ferg is gonna go around the outside, gets the racing line, and he's ahead. And he takes the lead in lap 11 of Harvey Lees. So yeah, Ferg in the lead. And if we look at the gap to the leader, the gap to Duel was 25 seconds. What do you reckon the pistol window is on this track?
27, I think. I think I remember it off by heart. Gingy's in the pits, by the way, so he's. I don't know why he's pitted, because he should have pitted.
Too late, in my opinion. But
2 laps too late. He had 2 chances to come into the pits, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've noticed the gap has stayed the same between James and Duval. 1.8, 1.9. I've seen it hover around, so he's not really gaining.
I'm just looking at the
much.
gap to the leader just to see what the gap from Ferg to James is being. Because James, look at that, he is getting fastest lap after fastest lap.
But I think Duval's pace is actually quite good as well. I've got another yellow flag, and that's a spinner.
That's Origin Gamma. He spun and he does have front wing damage, but he still carries on.
Look at the track conditions.
He's gonna be on the apex. Okay,
oh, Mr. Yogurt, look at the track conditions, because they look cold, don't they? There's no sun around, so I think they should look at the track conditions.
But look at. I just want to talk about Panda for a second. He is 17 seconds behind the leader, so he doesn't have to pit anymore. So he is technically in the lead of the race.
And look at Louis, lad, he's all over the back of Nathan as well, so... oh, be careful, Louis. Oh.
But I just want to talk about Chris, because he's actually one to look out for. I mean, those hards are going to be, well, very bad at the end of the race, as the top two will be on the soft compound tires. Well, probably around 2 seconds quicker, I guess, per lap.
Will Louis? Will Panda
be able to defend?
Will Panda be the leader of this race with the guys pit? Has he got the gap down?
Yeah, 17 seconds, definitely.
Yeah.
So Panda is one actual force to look out for.
Coming at you like Panda. As look at Harvey Lees, he's still in DRS range of Ferg. It tears the ERS off Son because it's not good to use it there. I think it's best for him to stay. Look at Louis, lad, all over the back of Nathan. And he's got more ERS compared to Nathan. Look at that. And look at Nathan, they try to defend on the inside. Will he go down the inside? He'll try to. They're side by side into Brooklands, but Nathan will hang it around the outside, which he does.
Nathan defends beautifully.
Good defending from Nathan, good move to get past Louis. But Louis's got a much better exit compared to Nathan. Using the ERS as well, I don't think it's best to use it here. I think you should wait for the DRS, which is just wasted a lot of ERS.
Oh my god! Side by side!
They kept it clean.
Oh my god, they kept it clean with no contact. We can look at Civi, we have a grandstand view, but Louis goes ahead. It's a kind of Max Verstappen in Blanchimont 2015-esque. Going around the outside of cops, which is basically impossible to do, and then getting the move in the next corner done.
Original Civi's right behind Nathan, but he hasn't got the EOS to try and fight him.
He has none. He has absolutely none. As James gets a penalty, that's pretty unfortunate.
Would he go down the inside? No, he won't. Stays behind him. That's a good.
James, by the way, he is not gaining time anymore on the leaders.
He gained a bit of time on Duel, just a bit though. 1.6.
Yeah, the dual space on the hards is pretty good, but I'll tell you one thing: when those guys, the top two, will go onto the softs, Duel is done. He is absolutely done.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good statement to make, Yogurt. I agree with you there. Irish New Potato is behind DC. DC's doing a good job, you know, despite well, he might be struggling, I don't know. But Irish New Potato goes down the inside on DC, and he moves up into 4th place. But will DC try and fight back? No, he doesn't. Original Civi has got past Nathan with a bit of contact, but not too much to harm his race. Their race, as Irish New Potato is up into 4th, and Original Civi's up into 7th place ahead of Nathan.
Yeah. Remember, Louis had damage at the beginning of the race, so he's doing pretty good.
Oh, I saw him down in P20 at one point. He's up into P6.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
That's a Renault.
Oh,
that's a Renault.
Civi. Is it gonna be safety car? Because if so, the top two. Oh, the top two is in. The top two is in.
They got to pit. It's a good decision to pit into Yoko.
They got to pit. Yeah, they have to. Yeah, they have to. I mean, about 11 laps. I mean, I think Gingy did 12. So with less fuel, it's gonna be an easy race.
The Irish New Potato will take the lead of this race.
But he's gonna lose time. Who cares about the lead? You can.
I feel sorry for Panda because he just lost a lot.
Oh, this is Gingy gets a penalty. Yeah, Panda lost maybe a chance of the race winning.
Hey, have you seen the strategy? Oh yeah, sorry, I haven't got it. No, sorry, yeah. Ignore what I was just about to say.
As the virtual safety car is gone, but Panda is gonna still come out ahead, which is just shows how much he would have come ahead if there wasn't a virtual safety car.
So technically Panda's still gaining, but it's not as much as he could do in normal.
6 seconds. So I think Ferg will be there. Give him 3 laps. I'll give him 3 laps.
So in theory, in normal circumstances, no safety car, no virtual, Chris would have had a massive lead, you dare say, ahead of Ferg and Harvey.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this costs Duel as well. Look at Duel. He's on the hards.
He'll be
Ferg and Harvey.
Do you know what? His race is technically done with these two. I think
and he's gonna lose even more because look at Strauss. My Dutch homie. He's in P10 on the softs.
Strauss is behind iNemo, so let's see how that battle goes out. But the real DC still not done with Irish New Potato. Would he try to go down the inside? It looks to. No, he doesn't. Wise move, because I think he was a bit too far back to make a move.
Yeah,
so he stays.
I think they're both gonna pit. They're not. They're gonna carry on just a few more.
I mean, if they pitted this lap, it would be a little bit silly because you could have pitted on the virtual safety car. But look at Strauss. He needs to get past that Ferrari as quick as possible to make more ground, and he does so with the EOS advantage or DRS advantage. Goes down the inside. Good move from the Ferrari, Red Bull.
I just want to say, Ferg gained like 2.5 seconds on this lap alone. Just on this lap.
Wow.
On Chris.
So I think it'll be inevitable for him to overtake him.
But Chris, well, if he even, I think he still have a pretty good chance of being on the podium. So if he gets on the podium, he will definitely be my driver today because he was in like 17th, remember? So.
Did Duel put the pit under the safety car? Did he put on the safety car? Yes, he did. Yeah. That's how he's gone down.
No. Actually, no. Virtual safety car.
Which one? The first one?
The first one, because of Indian Jesus.
Yes, now I remember. Good, thank you for pointing that out. So that's why he's lost a lot of performance then. His race is basically done with Harvey Lees and Ferg.
Origin Gamma sets the fastest lap. He's in P14 though. It's quite far back.
Unfortunately for DC, he hasn't got the overtake button to use to overtake Irish New Potato.
Yeah, but
Indian
they're both
Jesus.
gonna pit, I guess. I think they're gonna pit. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna
Indian
pit.
Jesus. If you're still here, listen to me. Your pace is absolutely amazing. Keep going, mate. Keep your head up. It's the first race of the season. You've got plenty more races to come. Keep your head up. You're going to do an absolute good job because I know you've got the pace to do it. Consistency needs to be improved, but I know you can do it, mate. Don't give up. Never give up.
Wait, Louis let pitted.
He stayed out.
I just want to say, he might be going to the end.
Who, Louis, lad?
Yeah.
Are you sure? 14 lap all mediums? 13.
He needs about 8 laps, right? 8-9 laps. If he's gonna really stretch it, he will be able to. But it's just gonna be close to a puncture.
But his tyres will be dead, and Ferg and Harvey on the softs.
But if he says he has 8.4 and about 10 seconds to Ferg,
yeah,
there are about 8 more laps. So if he's gonna stay out, he's gonna have a big chance on the podium. So I reckon Louis might do that.
It's no problem. Indian Jesus is always here to help, and I agree with you because I don't like Britain myself. So I agree with you there on that one.
But I'll tell you now, keep an eye on Louis, because I could see him go to the end.
I don't know. I actually don't know. And Gene just left the session, by the way, so he's down in 13th place.
I'll send him an invite.
No, he's pitted. You can scrap that comment, Yoga. He's pitted. Mackie says, "Go on, William, boys. There's one William in 2nd place, and the other one's in 4th. You could, I think, Chris Panda can hold up Ferg for Harvey leaves. Hold him in the slow corners as much as you can, and try and pull away using the ERS and help his teammate out. Harvey is what 1.8 seconds behind Ferg, so he needs to find more pace to try and catch up to him.
Oh, Louis pitted. There goes my comment. Oh, but he's still gonna be on the softs, and he's gonna be rapid. He's gonna come up behind Nathan, so yeah. But he's still gonna have some incredible pace. I mean, Nemo is on a big attack. Oh my god, look at well, Nemo, look at Irish New Potato. They really see Nathan and Louis left behind him.
I'm surprised Mr. Stroud hasn't got past the Mercedes driver yet. I thought he'll blast his way past him, but he hasn't.
He has more ERS, so he can blast all his ERS out on one straight, and you got past. You think?
Yeah, I think he's saving it for the most crucial part.
I mean, if you want to, I think he can still
Harvey.
go. Oh, Harvey, please. I won't check penalties because I think it's going to be fun. Just to let it be a surprise.
What Panda has done has allowed Ferg to use all of his not all of his ERS, but majority of it, and he still can't get past. As Ferg now,
he can right now. Oh, if Ferg breaks really deep, and now it's done.
Now what to do is let his teammate get, and he's not close enough, is he? Unfortunately, but when he is close, he doesn't want to hold up his teammate to allow Ferg to get even more.
Look at Strauss. How is he not passed yet? Chris gets a penalty, unfortunately.
I think Strauss is being way too nice and way too conservative. You know what I mean? I know he can do it, but he's been way too nice about it.
James has 11% of ERS, so it's gonna be a good opportunity for Strauss. Go on, Strauss, go on.
My boy rejoined down in 10th place. He's got some cars to overtake next, which is DC Irish New Potato.
Oh, Strauss, he's gonna have a good run.
You know what?
He uses all of his overtake. He's gonna have to go around the outside. No, that's...
Come on, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Yes, he has.
Oh my god. Unbelievable confidence and speed around the outside, and he is finally passed. Yeah, and now he can maybe get a attack done on Doolittle.
He should have done that a few laps ago, Stroud, but he's finally got past him.
But now Strauss can get past the reigning champion.
Do you know what?
How easy is that?
Listen, Diogo, I'm actually impressed with Chris Panda because he's still in DRS range of Ferg on those hard tyres. It's actually impressed me.
Pretty good actually. So maybe when he lets his teammate by, he sets his teammate up to be in the DRS of Ferg.
Keep Ferg under pressure.
Look at his teammate. Look at Harvey's ERS. It's way more than the two ahead of him. So.
Come on, Harvey. I know you got it. I know you got it in you, son.
Harvey's gonna give it everything. He's gonna give it every single thing.
Panda is rapid indeed. I agree with you on that
Oh,
one.
there goes James almost. James almost lost the car.
He's still in the DRS range, Panda. I'm actually impressed with him. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, he's doing amazing.
I don't know.
Very
What
good
would
job.
you say, Yoga? Would you now Harvey's in the DRS range or Panda? Would you say
No,
Panda?
I would still let him by. It's no reason. Even if he's not gonna let him by, Harvey will get by. I'll tell you.
Not let him by now, but when Harvey gets even closer, just let
when
him
he
by.
gets a bit closer, because he doesn't want to lose too much time, of course.
So that
Because
is.
maybe on penalties he can still do something. You never know.
So Chris Panda is out of the slightly out of the DRS range, and Harvey's in it. But Harvey will find more speed through cops because of his better tyres, and he'll be in DRS range of Panda.
Chris now out of the DRS. Of,
When
Ferg,
when Harvey does fight Panda, mustn't fight him because he can't afford to waste any time. There's no point
Panda's
fighting.
5%. I don't think Panda will use anything. He goes to the left, and I think he's gonna let him fly.
Yeah, he
Which
lets
is
him
the
by.
right thing to do. Yeah. Yes. So the Williams boats getting some tactics, which is obviously allowed as your teammates.
Last
and now we
time-
can get a straight fight for 6 more laps to the finish. Can Harvey Lees do this for the win? I think they both have 1 penalty to my knowledge, but do you want me to check?
No thanks. We'll leave. We don't want to spoil it, do we?
Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it just to get the commentating more hyped up, because we don't know it yet.
Panda's doing a good job. He's got Duel behind him. They're both roughly on the same tyres because they're 5 laps younger, but 5 laps don't really
Yeah.
mean too much.
On the hards, on this track, it doesn't matter a single thing.
So Stroud, the gap was 3.2 seconds. The last time I checked, it's 2.2
Yes.
seconds.
Come on, boy.
So the
Good
Dutchie should
for
get
the
past him.
Netherlands, more.
Thing is though, if Duel does catch up to Chris, so they two squabble, Stroud will be there to take advantage of him.
Strauss is doing an amazing job.
Nemo versus James. This is a straight fight between those two because they're on the same tyres, are the same age as well, so they pit on the same lap. Louis Ladd is caught up to DC, and he's 9/10 behind him, and DC hasn't got anyone to protect himself from DOS.
And even, by the way, just outside the points. Oh, that he's not gonna be happy with that one. Although he did start last, so maybe he will be happy, but I don't know.
1.1, so he's taken a 10th, and Harvey's used. No, that's Stroud, sorry. 1.1, and that's Duwad. What am I doing, Jamie? Come on, get with it. 1.1 seconds is between Duwell and Ferg. Hearts. Yeah, come on, Jamie. Come on. I'm going to take a short break.
Harvey within the DRS range, by the way. Harvey within the DRS range.
I was about to say that
Ooh.
because the gap was 1.2 or 1.3. It was 1.8 when he came out of the pits. Now it's 8:10, so Harvey's still got some decent pace. But Ferg has got DRS off his teammate,
Yeah,
even though he's not here.
that's a bit of a fraud tactic, I guess.
His teammates helped
yeah, you
him.
got DRS. I mean, that's pretty helpful. That's another tactic, I guess.
Meanwhile, Nemo's still stuck behind James, and James is outside the 1 second range of Stroud, so he won't get the advantage to protect himself from him. But this could be a good fight.
Oh, Ferg has the ref glitch on my screen.
Louis Ladd, he's not using ERS to get past DC. DC's running out of it, as you can see, because the red light is flashing at the back of his car, indicated he has got no more power left to use on the straights. Yoga, who is going to win this race? Will it be Harvey or will it be Ferg?
I really don't want to say anything. I don't know, man. I don't know. I reckon it will be Ferg. I think Ferg can really keep his head cool, really concentrate for it, and I think Ferg has shown it. Has Harvey ever won?
Yes. No, I don't think he has actually. He's scored podiums, but I don't think he's
It will be an
won.
amazing win if he can win, but I think Ferg will be.
He's got past him.
Yeah.
Louis has got past the real DC, and he's up into 9th place. The next target is Irish New Potato, who is 1.4 seconds in front of him.
Maybe he can get closer to Nemo and James. I don't know how it is on penalties, of course, but I think we're gonna see the first attack from Harvey Lees if he can get a good exit. He's about 4 times behind.
Here he comes.
He's using a lot of his overtake, which might be a bit stupid. He's gonna go around the outside, goes in way too deep, so Ferg is gonna get to stay in front for now. But I mean, I think Harvey has to be a bit more conservative with his ERS, because even when you're ahead, you're gonna be straight under attack offer, because you're both on 7 old softs, mate. It's an even battle.
Louis lad is almost in 1 second range of the Irish new potato, and let's have a prediction. Who will get third place? Will it be Panda? Will it be Duel? Or will it be Strauss? You know what, Panda? I think it's going to be Panda. Yeah, Panda. Duel's not really gaining much on Panda, so I think it will be Panda.
Yeah, Strauss is not even gaining that much on Duel right now, but he's still gaining a little bit, but it's not going to be enough for P3 definitely. And Duel's just a bit too far back, I think. And I think Panda has got this. He got this.
I'm surprised Strauss not really caught up to Duel, so Duel's done a good job to save him from attack from the end. Nemo, he's 1/10 behind James as he still hasn't got past him, so he's still stuck behind him. But the one thing he has got more of, which is the ERS, so he can use that to play with to get past James.
I think I'm gonna look at RV Lees again with CG and Ferg.
I don't want to check
the lead on the opening race of the season. Lap 24 out of 26, I don't think, he got a pretty bad exit.
Turn the ERS off, turn the ERS off, my best advice is not...
Does Ferg have? They have evenly amounts of, 20. However, he has just a bit less, but it won't matter.
My heart's pounding for both of them. I don't know what to do, mate.
Just commentate.
Mate.
Oh, look at Nemo, he's gonna go around the outside of James.
He's done it, has he done it?
It stick.
No,
James
he hasn't.
Is gonna give him the space, but it's not gonna be enough. And Nemo spins. He spins the car. It tightens up the corner, and I think you can't really blame anyone there. Nemo probably went in a bit too deep because it's so tight, and James can't give you all the space in the world. It's lap 24.
And look at Harvey Lee, he's coming back up Ferg. He's gonna go down the inside.
He's gonna do it. It's slow. He's taking the lead. He's taking the lead of the race. But is Ferg gonna come back? It's gonna be lap 25 of this one.
Oh.
2 laps to go.
I'm so tempted to check the penalties, but I can't, and I don't want to. I just really want to.
We can't.
I'm so nervous. I don't know who's gonna win this race. I know Harvey's got a penalty. I don't know about Ferg.
I know Fergus got a penalty. Ferg got one on the virtual safety car, remember?
Oh yeah. So I think they're both even, sorry.
Yeah.
Nathan Booth is in the points. He's in 10th place.
I mean, is there gonna be another attack from Ferg? He's about 4.5 times behind. He's opening. He's not using any overtake. He's saving it up. Look how much he has. He has 30, and on the braking hard he had 15. Ferg is playing this very tactical.
Oh, it's gonna be a tense one at the end. I don't know if I can watch this shocker.
Well, you're gonna have to, mate. Oh.
The last 2 laps are gonna be fire from Dragon and Speed, and I agree with you on that one, mate.
Ferg is 4.5 times behind. He's gonna have the DRS. There's the detection point, that line right there, just before Maggots and Beckett. Is he gonna have a good exit? Harvey Lee sets the car up well for a good exit. Ferg still doesn't use any overtake. He's saving it up for the final lap.
Oh dear, this is gonna be so intense.
And Harvey Lee, the red light is flashing on Harvey Lee's car, which means he's under 15% ERS, which means he's got less performance on the ERS. Ferg is 4 steps behind as we start the final lap.
I want Harvey Lee to win because he hasn't got a win yet in this league. Nothing against Ferg, but I want Harvey to win.
I don't really care, to be honest. Just give me the battle. Come on, man.
I don't know. I want Harvey to win.
Ferg going to turn 3. There we have the DRS line, so that means Ferg is gonna have the DRS. Is he gonna have a good exit? He has way more overtake than Harvey Lee. Harvey Lee has it enabled already. He's gonna use everything he has left in the pocket.
Turn it off. Turn it off now. Yes, he has. He's turned it off.
Ferg has 33. He's gonna save it up for the final straight, I think.
Oh, Irish New Potato is 2 tenths behind Jays, but I can't really watch that because of these two.
Yeah, we need to watch this.
Oh, my heart's beating.
Where's he gonna do it? Now he's gonna burn the most of his overtake, I think. No, he doesn't. Mate, you need to burn it. You're not gonna be able to burn the rest of it on this lap, mate.
I don't know about Harvey because he's not really got any to play with. He needs a good exit coming out of Maggots and Beckett.
Oh, he only has 5%.
If he can get a good exit out of Maggots and Beckett, he's settled. But if he doesn't, he's going to have Ferg on his back. Ferg made a little bit of a mistake. Yeah, he made a little bit of a mistake.
Oh my god, it's gonna be close! Harvey Lee has no ERS! He has no ERS left! It's gonna be very close around the outside. He's gonna go for the better exit, Fergus. But
come on, Harvey, come on!
He has to defend the final corner. Ferg is gonna go for it. He goes in a bit deep, and I think Harvey is gonna get this one.
He's done it. Harvey Lee's has done it. Harvey Lee's comes across the line to win the British Grand Prix. He's done it. Well done. Yes, you've done it. Absolutely amazing. Oh my god, that was absolutely fantastic and hard to. Oh, Chris Panda.
P3 of the penalties. Strauss gets P4 and Panda
Add them to a
loses
group.
out.
Add them to a group. Add them to a group.
P5.
Invite to the pie. Invite to the pie. You gotta add them.
Louis led P6, DC P7, Nathan comes across the line.
Add them to this party,
P9.
okay?
I'll add him to the party, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, what a race.
Oh, thank God that race is done. I almost had a heart attack.
Ferg
You.
just didn't get the exit out of the of Maggots and Baggots.
Oh my God, Harvey, you've done it. The first race of the season, you have won the British Grand Prix. I'm absolutely proud of you, mate. Well done.
I'm gonna have to add him. Oh, unbelievable scenes. And Duo gets unbelievable.
This is absolute madness.
Madness. Oh, I did it as well.
How do I invite them?
I invited him. Don't worry. Should be joining. If he amazing race. I give that race a 10 out of 10.
Nathan got driver of the day, but we did see a Mercedes spin at the end. I think it was too Stowe.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, who cares? Oh, sorry, man. Harvey.
Invited me.
Yeah, you invited me. I don't know who's in.
We'll join that party. We'll join that party. Usually interviewers, but it's actually this time it's the drivers who've invited the party interviewers. So Harvey Lees wins there, the head of Ferg. Do well in third place at the Strouds. Chris Panda in fifth place at the Louis Lad. The real DC in seventh place ahead of Irish New Potato. Nathan finishes 9 after starting last. I Nemo in fifth place. James, who spun at the end, could have got a point, but he finished 11th instead. AJ, who set the fastest lap on the last lap, finishes in 12th place. Origin Gamma 13th, Ginge in 14th place, and the DNFs are Civi, Back, Beastie Boy, Godly Nub, Indian Jesus as Chris Krishna. And we'll move on to the podium interviews, but lads, can you make sure you've got your voices allowed to be shared, please?
Yeah.
So we'll start with the Frenchman of Duval. Duval, I think it will be a bit of a frustrating race for you because you couldn't fight for the top two, being on a different strategy than Ferg and Harvey Lees, but you tried something different and it didn't work out. Can you tell us how your race went?
Well, I'm happy with third. The two guys in front of me are too fast on this track for me, so I can't complain at all. I tried something, but the game always put VSC every two laps, so it's like that.
Was you a bit frustrated when you saw that virtual safety car come out on the time Harvey and Ferg had to pit?
Yeah, but I made the same just before them, so fair play.
Was you nervous about Stroud coming towards the end of you because he was on the soft compound tyres?
You can't imagine. I was looking behind on every straight. He was on fresh soft, I was on one hard. You know, it was crazy.
Did you think P4 was in the bag today because Chris was a bit too far ahead of you and Stroud was the only driver you could really fight because he was on the sauce, but did you expect P3?
I knew Chris Panda got 6-second penalty, so I knew I was third. But yes, it was GG for him. He pushed so hard at the end to almost catch me.
Congratulations for third place too. Well, not the result you wanted to, but you got plenty of races to come. So good job, good job on third place. At least you scored a podium in today's race, mate. Good job.
Thanks.
Moving on to CGM Ferg. Ferg, you thought you close to the end, mate. Absolutely close. You and Harvey Lees put on an amazing show towards the end. My heart was pounding for both of you, but for more for Harvey Lees because he hasn't got a win in this league, but he has finally. But I bet you could have done something different in that race.
No, not really, man. I mean, towards the end, I realised I was losing a bit of time on the final corner final chicane, sorry, by not going down to second gear. However, Harvey was, I pulled out this 2 seconds, I think, after the pits. Kind of burned off the tyres a little bit too early, I reckon. And he came back at me like a fucking force. I couldn't do anything. I had a little ERS because he was pressuring me to use it and shit. And stuff. So, congrats to my boy.
When you came out of the pits, you had like a 1.8 2-second gap. Did you think you had it in the bag after coming out of the pits, or did you know that Harvey Lees would come back at you?
I mean, I didn't know what was going on in the cockpit of Harvey. However, I was pulling out some temps, and I thought, I was feeling pretty good. However, I overtook Chris Panda. Shout out to Chris Panda as well. Holy moly! Overtook him on old hards, and he was still able to stay with me, which kind of unnerved me a little bit. And then Harvey was able to close me down pretty quick, and then get the overtake. I was trying to get him back on the last lap.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
That's it. I was trying to get him.
I'm so sorry. You continue. I'm interrupting. You continue.
No. It was coming into I was trying to get him back on the last lap, but I had a little mistake in Maggot's little mistake. I cut the corner, threw me a bit wide, so didn't have enough to get him. But,
coming out of the pits, you look like you had some decent pace to keep Harvey where he is at bay. And did you think that at that moment you could win the race? Because you were pulling out some tents, like you said.
Yeah, I did until he hunted me down graciously and overtook me graciously. Props to
under the second or third virtual safety car, you received a penalty. What was that for? Did you cut turn 1?
Oh god, yeah. I was like so terrified of the delta. So terrified of the delta that I just didn't even see the corner and just cut it. And that was my third warning. Oh yeah, I still had 2 warnings before that anyway. So
Ferg, mate. First race this season, you finished in second place. It's nice to talk to you again. Your pace has improved again. I'm really happy to see that. We can see some more exciting races from Dewell, Harvey and Ferg and other people, you know. I think Chris Panda's got it in him to try and match you guys.
Yes, shout out to Indian Jesus as well.
Indian Jesus. When he crashed out.
But yeah, it was unfortunate for him.
Yeah, I
had to push to close that gap back up to Harvey. And then we were both in communication, basically trying to make sure Will doesn't do the undercut. That's why I managed to get past Harvey pretty easily, because we just weren't fighting. Because we're trying to take down Will.
Well done on P2, mate.
That's me. Cheers.
Moving on to the big boy race winner, Harvey Lees, your first win of CRC. You were absolutely fantastic, mate. No, Code Racing League. CRL, sorry. Congratulations, mate. How do you feel?
Mate, I'm absolutely ecstatic. I've never celebrated so much. I'm so out of breath. Those last few laps, Ferg had me on the ropes. I was using every little bit of the track trying to get my first win. It's a good way to have it as well. First race this season is the best way to start off.
You deserve it, mate. Absolutely deserve it, because you scored on the podiums in the last season, did get the race win, but this time you fully deserve it. Were you a bit nervous when Ferg overtook you before that pit stop?
Yeah. Well, thing is, so obviously Ferg mentioned us having a little chat, but I knew that I was always going to be fastest on the second stint on the softs.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to push too much, and I wasn't too bothered. I knew that it was going to be won or lost in that stint, but I think what we did worked in our favour to make sure we did get ahead of Will, because I think we pulled like a second gap after the pits, but he was obviously on the hard tyres, so we were always going to pull away anyway. But
yeah, did you know that Ferg was your main focus then, and Dewell? Because you knew Dewell was on the hard tyres, so did you see him not as a threat towards the second part of the race?
Yeah, I think as as soon as I pitted and realised that Will was behind us, it was probably like De Will wasn't going to be involved in the top fight because he was obviously on the hards and he wasn't going to keep up. But yeah, I always knew Ferg was going to be my main rival going into the last few laps. But yeah, I got past Panda, obviously my teammates, who let me by quite nicely, and then as soon as I got past him, I just, as I said before, I focused on using that stint as my fast one, so I pushed as much as I could on that one, managed to get past him.
Coming out of the pits, the gap was hovering around 1.8 and 2 seconds. Were you a bit nervous with that because the gap wasn't really going down? Do you know what? I didn't expect you to try and fight for it because the gap was just staying the same. So I thought maybe race over, but you did a good job to pull that gap down and try and fight for it towards the end. You must be satisfied with that. Then you beat him at raw pace.
Because it was as soon as Ferg got past Panda, it was like 2 seconds. So I was like, right, I can get second place is on now, possibly first. But I think as soon as I got past Panda, I realised that I was only like 1.2 behind. I was like, I can catch up. So I decided to risk it all, which paid off.
Finishing if you did finish in second place, would you be a bit annoyed knowing you could have like won the race?
I wouldn't say annoyed, but I'd be a little bit disappointed because this is probably one of my best tracks, and if I'm being honest, I don't think I'll be as consistently quick as I'm on this track as others. I'll put in more practice, but it was just a mad race. Second would have been nice, to be fair, but to get first, I'm lost for word. I'm just so happy.
Congratulations, mate. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. And thank you, Ferg and Harvey, for keeping it clean while battling. You both did an amazing job together.
Thank you as well, Ferg.
Of course, mate. The trust we got is lit.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Do well.
We're going into the last lap like laughing on mic. Like, when's that?
I know.
Mate,
yeah, because I think the only place I realised I was catching quite a bit was coming out of Beckett's. The second bit of the fast two chicanes. So that's when I was like, right, if I get a good run, I'm going full overtake, full everything, and that's what I decided to do.
On that last straight down the hanger, is it hanger straight, that last one?
Yeah.
On that hanger straight, I bet you were shitting yourself on that because you knew you had barely any ERS, so you thought like Ferg would come and like easily hunt you down.
Yeah, on that. Oh yeah, when he was behind me. Yeah, I think just before that I tried to get him out my slipstream, and then I saw him catching, but I just knew if I kept the inside line and defended aggressively, it was going to be tough. But he did everything right. He kept it clean, and I hope I did the same. So.
What an amazing opening race of the season then. Last lap battles, good battles throughout the whole race. Do well. I hope you fight these two because you were still in it to win the championship, to win the race. Unfortunately, your strategy went downhill.
Silverstone is one of my buggy tracks, so Ferg is pretty good.
That's it.
Hopefully the standings are closer.
Yeah, I hope it's going to be an intense season throughout the whole calendar, because that's actually an amazing race for an opening start of the season in Britain. So much action, so many virtual safety cars as well. One safety car we had to the whole thing. But that's it from me. Congratulations to the top three: Duwell, Ferg, and Harvey Lees. We'll see you all the next round.
Cheers.
Yeah.